So I have an array of student scores, and what I'd like to do is add up all of the numbers in the array to see what the total output is. I can use the reduce method in order to help me do this. So I'll create a variable that I'll call scores sum and set it equal to student scores dot reduce. And the reduce method takes a number of parameters. So the first parameter will be our accumulative value, which we'll call total, so that the context is easier for us to understand. And it will be a number. And then each current value, we'll just create a variable called current val to represent that current value. Our function will return a number. And inside of our function, we'll just say return total plus current val. And then lastly, to initialize the number for our total value, we'll add a comma and put a 0. So again, this 0 value here will represent what our total value starts off with. To test out a result, we can do a console.log score sum. We'll save our file, build and run our code, and our result is 430. As a second example, let's say I want to get the average of all the scores for my student scores. So first I'll create a function, and our first parameter would be the total, which would be a number. And then our second parameter would be current val. And this function will return a number, and we'll return total plus current val. I'm going to provide this function to the reduce method. So for our accumulator, it will be our total. And then for the current value, it will be our current val. Then I'll create a variable called average score and set it equal to student scores dot reduce. And then I just simply pass in the get average method. And once we get that value, then I can take the result and divide it by the student scores dot length. We'll console.log our result. And then we can save our file and rebuild our code and run it. And our answer is 86. So in review, we learned how to use the reduce method to take a list of data and reduce it down to one value.